Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, in the presence of Cabinet Ministers Ngao Bhalangdhar, Joy MLA Violet Mikishela, and other officials, today inaugurated the Namdong CNRD block in West Jaintia Hills district. He also inaugurated the upgradation of the Namdong PHC to a community health center. On the day, he also laid the foundation for the upgradation of the Joy Nartiang Khatiab and Khanduli Road and for the greater Mukhnang Lumrod water supply scheme. The second edition of the Shillong Literary Festival 2022, which is a part of the Shillong Cherry Blossom Festival, commenced today at Watts Lake. Celebrated authors from across the 8 northeastern states and the rest of the country are participating in the 3-day event. Apart from the literary stage, bookshops, handicraft, food and beverage stalls and more have been set up. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma inaugurated the festival in the presence of Commissioner and Secretary, Tourism Department Dr. Vijay Kumar, Director Cyril V.D. Diengdaw and other government officials. In his address, the Chief Minister stated that such events are being organized so the youth of the state can interact with renowned writers and poets and be inspired. He also expressed his hope for the festival to be recognized globally.
The purposes are very simple. Of course, it is to celebrate, as was mentioned by Dr. Vijay, celebrate our authors, our writers, and also to inspire the young budding authors and writers, especially the young students, to ensure that the habit of reading and the interest into literature grows through these kind of programs and festivals, and to be able to allow you to be inspired so that you can meet the different writers, listen to them, and one-to-one really interact with them. And I personally feel that these interactive sessions can leave a very strong memory and a very strong impact on your mind that can last for a very long time, which will truly inspire you to be a writer or to be at least more interested in reading and literature as a whole. And I strongly believe that in the last 3.5-4 years, if there is a big change that we've been able to do in the state of Meghalaya, is a change in the mindset of the people. And the mindset is that actually Meghalaya can do it. Meghalaya can host this literary festival and do it well. Meghalaya can host the Northeast Olympics and do it well. Meghalaya can be number 1 in immunization, can be number 1 in IT, can be number 1 in governance. And that mindset of making things possible and doable and making people believe that we can do it is what we have achieved in the last 3.5 years. But I'm not saying everything is done. Traffic jam in Shillong. I don't know when that will end. But yeah, it's a big problem. So many issues to do with garbage management. We have a big issue with environmental issues, deforestation taking place. We have drug menace. I think all of these are there, and I think it'll be great for our writers to be able to look at these issues, as Professor War has mentioned, and be able to really reflect it in your writing so that people of the country and people of the world will be able to, connect with these issues. And I'm sure you don't need me to lecture you on that. But, well, I hope that this festival will be part or will allow that aspect also to come out. Another very important aspect for us is the youth. And I'm so happy to see so many of the young people out here today. And this is being done for you. I want to tell you that I strongly believe, that you are the greatest strength of this nation. And I want to ensure that we give you that opportunity to be able to be shaped in the right manner, to be able to come out the best you can, because only when you are the best will the country and the state be the best.
Taking on the All India Trinamool Congress, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma on Sunday said that it would be wrong if the TMC thinks they can form government in 2023. He said that the party should accept where they stand as a new party in Meghalaya.
Congress had 17 MLAs. The Congress broke into 2 pieces, and from that came out TNC, and half remain in Congress and half in TNC. So opposition already is divided. the trust and the confidence of the people that the united opposition is not there is already making a doubt in the people's mind that whether these opposition parties can actually perform or not, because they are not united anymore. They've broken into half. Number two, after the TMC and Congress broke into half, the TMC is further breaking into another half within themselves. Many TMC MLAs are either going to join the NPP or other political parties, and that will happen soon. I don't want to talk about it now. So TMC is going to further break. So I don't know if that is a sign of them getting stronger or them getting weaker. That I leave it to you to decide and people to decide. That's number two. Number three is that the political scenario in the Northeast and in Meghalaya especially, in the current situation, TMC is a party which has just come in a way. Though there were some instances in the past that they had come in and they were there, but they could not sustain and it could not build the organization, and hence even today in this particular election the party is not as acceptable as they think they are, and the organization will take a lot of time to build up. So hence, given these situations, given the fact that opposition is broken into 3, 4, 5 pieces, given the fact that TMC is an organization which is new and it will take time to get acceptability in the Northeast, keeping all these factors in mind, it would be wrong to conclude for them or for anybody to say that they are going to be forming a government. I think they should accept the reality. They should see where they stand. That is the first thing for any organization to improve and to improve the organization, is to first accept where they are and then say, look, now we need to work and strengthen ourselves. So the fact that they are already building castles in the air shows that they don't know what is the reality, and they are not being able to build up the organization that they would want, the way they would want to. And so I don't think that the statements being given by them have any strong hold. But nonetheless, as a political leader, as a president of my party, and as a chief minister of the state, I've always maintained that I don't take any opposition lightly. I don't take any opponent lightly. I have always believed that when we fight, we have to give it our best.
UDP General Secretary Dr. Jamino Mauthaw today informed that the United Democratic Party will be announcing their first list of candidates for the Assembly Elections 2023 tomorrow at 2 p.m. at their party office at Bomfile Road. It may be reminded that Party President Met Balingdo on September 10th stated that his party can score 30-plus seats in the upcoming polls. He had informed that the party will not ally with any party pre-poll, but later added that discussions are still on for an alliance with HSPDP. Sitting MLAs, including suspended Congress MLAs P.T. Saukume and Meryl Bonds Aim, Cabinet Minister Renington Lingdot Tongkar, TMC MLA Shitlang Pale, Independent MLA Lambor Malnyang, and Independent MLA Samuel Sangma will reportedly be joining the UDP soon. Speaking at the Purvotar Swabhiman Utsav in Guwahati on the topic Measures to Promote Greater Integration of Northeast Region with National Mainstream, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma stated that only if connectivity in all aspects, including culture, infrastructure, road and air connectivity is achieved, then the Northeast region can have stronger integration with the rest of India. He also said that the history of the Northeast should find mention in the national educational curriculum to further promote national integration. He also mooted the idea that from a young age, children should be introduced to cultural exchange programs.
Is that we need to have at large overall connectivity that needs to be built up. And by connectivity, I mean road connectivity, I mean cultural connectivity, airports, IT connectivity, economic connectivity. So connectivity is a very important word. And hence, only if we are able to integrate the connectivity in terms of infrastructure, in terms of communication, in terms of economics, in terms of cultural aspects, I think only then will we be able to see a very strong integration taking place between the Northeast and the rest of India. It will be very important for us to see that there is a very strong cultural exchange from a very young age. And this is very important because that's when the mindset of the younger generation and the future generation of the country is built. This reminds me of one trip I had made to Israel once. And I remember going to their war memorial and the Holocaust, in fact, not war, sorry, the Holocaust memorial museum was there. And I saw young children going there. And the government of Israel made it a point that the young children should be there every year. They should visit once. And the Holocaust Museum was so dramatic and so, content was so powerful that even when I entered there, I could feel myself getting emotional and seeing the kind of, what the people, the Jews went through. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is how they ensure that that entire feeling of patriotism comes in to the people of Israel, and that impact remains there for the rest of their lives. It's not just people from the rest of India should know the cultures of Northeast. The people from Northeast should know the cultures of rest of India also. So it has to be done in a very powerful way. And I think cultural exchange programs, museums, different shows, I think these are very powerful ways to be able to ensure that cultural exchange takes place. And unless the political leadership doesn't take that first step, things will not move in the right direction. Now let me give you an example of what Honorable Prime Minister is doing. Now, for example, all the ministers from the central government, they have to mandatorily make a visit to the Northeast very, very regularly. And a lot of people criticize this move. And they say that why are we wasting government money? But there is no compromise to seeing it for yourself with your own eyes and feeling it with your own hands. I'm a very strong believer in getting your hands dirty. जब तक आप अपने आप मतलब काम नहीं करेंगे, अपने आंखों से नहीं देखेंगे, तब तक आपको विश्वास नहीं होगा.
Nongkrem Emily Lambor Malnyang, who will be joining the United Democratic Party soon, today said that it was the UDP's Nongkrem circle itself that recommended his name as the party's candidate for the constituency. He said that UDP President Med Balingdo had also made it clear that party tickets will go to winnable candidates.
I have no reasons to discuss on any matters which relates with my constituency. Speak in Khasi, English?
English.
So the point here is, good that the Honorable Speaker, our party president, has made it clear that we are going for a candidate who is a winnable candidate. I have been with my people for almost 22 long years, giving my best services, tried my level best to help them, in spite of not being elected for 2 consecutive terms. I remain to be with my people. And because of my supporting hands to the poor and needy, that is the main reason that they have elect me back, that I'll be able to serve them in a better way. Well, when you talk about the candidature, I don't see any doubt, because it was recommended by the circle, UDP circle. They have already recommended my name and then sent to the high command of the party, and they have done their own survey. So after they have done their survey, complete their survey, and then I was informed that yes, let us work together and then emerge as the single largest party to form the new government in our state. So this is my clear message, that I have no other issues with any others, though they are asking for the party ticket. So I leave it in the hand of the party. They are the best to judge. They will make the right decision, and they will compare how I've been working with my people, because I'm in touch with all the people, individually. Each and every household under my constituency, I know every one of them, and they know me also as well. So I don't need to say much on this. So party is the best. I hope so that they have already made the decision. The groundwork has been done. A unit has been formed. So very soon now you will see me also being in the party.
Reacting to the debate regarding sidelining of a senior and founding leader of the party, he said,
I have a very clear mind. Of course, we respect the seniors, no doubt about it. But then you see, there's a limit for everything. Today, what I want to tell you, that today we are talking about, to become one of the big party numbers, that we want to be the single largest party. Leave aside the formation of the government. So today, how do you expect that we will be stuck with just few numbers of seats? So that is the reason why, through discussion that took place, myself and others, colleagues who belong to different political parties, we have decided, okay, let us work together under the banner of the United Democratic Party and to strengthen the oldest regional parties in the state, right from the inception of Hill State. So I believe in that. So my message is very clear. We respect seniors. So let the seniors guide us rather than fighting against us.
Dr. Vijay Kumar, Commissioner and Secretary, Sports and Youth Affairs Department and CEO of the Northeast Olympic Games 2022, today felicitated the various committees and stakeholders of the recently concluded Northeast Olympic Games at a program held at the auditorium of the State Convention Center in Shillong. While delivering the felicitation address, Dr. Vijay Kumar lauded the collective efforts put in by various committees in the success of the Games and said that Meghalaya, through the Northeast Olympic Games, has demonstrated that anything can be achieved when efforts and commitments are put in, regardless of the various constraints. He also informed that a coffee book will be published soon, documenting the various events of the Games, but an intensive documentation of the same will be done by the East Khasi Hills Deputy Commissioner. The Joint Secretary Fisheries Department, I Maulong, today gave away 2-wheelers with icebox to fit to beneficiaries on the occasion of World Fisheries Day 2022 at the premises of the Directorate of Fisheries in Shillong. On the day, the award for Best Producing Farmer was also handed over to B. Shillong from Ribhoi District.